People never really understood me, but I never let that stop me. I was a very shy, quiet, nervous little kid. I didn't have much confidence in myself. I was just quiet. Didn't talk to a lot of people.
I would describe Niko as a child before he started weightlifting, shy, hyper, but shy. He was very to himself. He was very happy, but he seemed like something was missing as far as like wanting to be accepted. At home, he was fine, but I knew that around other people, he felt like he wasn't accepted.
Who's there? Me, Niko, Esau, my dad.
When I started to feel different from other kids at school, when they started like calling me names and just making fun of me, is when I felt different from them. At that age, it taught me how cruel people can be in this world and how mean they can be. And you can't always trust everybody. Not everybody's nice. Everybody can play or act nice, but not everybody's nice. So that's what that taught me for sure.
The hardest part for me as a parent, seeing him go through bullying, was feeling like I couldn't help him. Because, as a mom, you want to protect them, but you can't protect them everywhere they go. So I wanted him to be strong, but I knew that I couldn't be right there for him to be strong. I had to teach him that weightlifting was going to make him strong so he could go out there and feel important, even though he was already important, but it just felt like he always had to fit in no matter what because he was called the nice kid.
During those difficult years, my family just told me to keep my head up and not to let those words affect me in any type of way. They told me to not believe anything they said. They just said to, just stay true to yourself and don't let others determine how you want to be. Oh, my family and my mom have been very important. They've always been there for me since day one. Every time I felt like giving up, they've always been there. Every time I've succeeded, they've been there. Every time I failed, they've been there. They've been there every day.
Since I see him doing it from zero as a little kid, and I was growing on the sport, makes me and feel very proud from him. Even though I wasn't that much around in his career, as a parent working hard so I can give him whatever he needs to continue with his journey, and see him accomplish every single thing that he working hard for every single day, and see him working hard at the gym, and see him working hard at school and accomplish everything. It made me feel real happy, very proud father.
It was my parents that introduced me actually to weightlifting. They found this guy that was starting like a little club for weightlifting, and they brought me in. I met him and I trained with him, and I immediately just fell in love with the sport.
He started changing. I could see him being happy, being around people that actually liked him.
When I first qualified for my first national championships, that was when I started taking things more seriously, because I knew I was getting kind of good. So I was like, I can't stop now, you know what I mean? I gotta stay consistent. I got second place actually at this meet, and I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, it was my first one, so I can't really be too upset. I really didn't have any lifters at the time to wear. So I kind of had this last minute pair, a few weeks before the competition. I didn't even have time to break them in, and I just competed in them. I really didn't care about the shoes at that point. I just wanted to compete. Normal day, first I go to school. So that's 7:30 in the morning. And then I train at school because I'm in heat season right now. So I'll be training at school with my team, 2 to 3 hours. And then I come home, I do some homework, and then I do my recovery after, and then I go to sleep. I don't follow like the school's program. I do my own program, so I stay on track.
I think his work ethic is one of his strongest points. What makes everything go? He's athletic, he's talented, he's obviously strong, but I think his willingness to work is what makes him elite. I don't think there's any one particular moment with him. I think it's been a steady rise. I don't think there's ever been a big jump. I think it's just been defined by consistency, which also goes back to his willingness to work and trust the process and, follow the plan. I think it's just been a consistent rise with no dips or no spikes. It's just continuously rising up, which as a coach, that's exactly what you would like to see.
What consistency means to me is constantly putting in the effort, constantly working hard. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling good, always put in the work. Like, you obviously cannot perform 100% every single day, but you can perform to the best of your ability. So that's what consistency means to me. We have a great relationship. Like, I always talk to him. I always tell him like what to do or how I'm feeling, because communication is very important. So honestly, yeah, I have a very good relationship with him. And plus, since I don't really live close to him, I kind of we have to build that relationship to get, things going.
We have a great relationship, and it's built on mutual respect. The communication is open. If he wants to do one thing, we talk through it versus it being my way or his way. We collaborate, just our overall relationship. I don't get to see him as much as I would like to, so sometimes it's hard, but we all work as a tight-knit unit. Their dynamic as a family, I think that it's something that every athlete should strive for. They're a tight-knit group, and elite parents lead to elite athletes, and that's proof of it. They pour in a lot into him to make it happen, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
The sacrifice I made for him is just working hard, not be there in most of his competitions or his traveling team, because working. I wouldn't call it sacrifice because, she's doing her part, I doing my part, but I sacrifice that portion of being there with him so I can provide what he needs so he can accomplish his dream and his journey. So.
I've learned to believe in myself. I've said never let others tell you what you can and cannot do. Growing up, I had some people who didn't always believe in me, that didn't think that I was going to be something in this sport. And so I constantly got reminded by my parents to never let others say like what you can and cannot do. Because I used to always let that get to me. That used to always affect me mentally, especially. Yeah, every time I competed, I just reminded myself of why I'm doing this sport and my goals and my dreams. And so I would just say to myself, like, you have no time to be nervous. Like, you have things to be done, you have things you want to achieve, and being nervous is only going to set you back. So just use like the nerves that I was feeling, I kind of turned them into like excitement.
Let's go!
There's some times where I'm, exhausted, and just sometimes I feel like not going to the gym, but then I always just remind myself of my goals and the people who believe in me, and that pushes me to come in the gym. And honestly, it's those days that really show you who you are and how motivated you are to do this sport. Because even on days you don't want to come, you still come. That shows you something. See, what I think truly defines strength in a person is their mentality. How the way they see things, how the way they think about things, the way they walk up to the barbell, how they approach the barbell, the heavy weights. I think that's what really defines strength in a person, especially in this sport, because this is a very mental sport.
I can't say enough good things about the kind of person he is and the kind of person that I believe he will be. I think he's going to go on to do great things because of all these intangibles. When it comes to being what kind of athlete do I think he can become? I think he can become the very best. I think he could be a world champion. I think that he could make a run at, the Olympics, and being an Olympic champion is just all entails on how much we can put into it.
In 10 years, I see myself hopefully making the Olympics, hopefully having some international medals at the time, and having a, the degree in sports medicine, because I want to be a chiropractor. So I want to be a chiropractor because I want to help people with their injuries before they even find out about them, because I had to learn the hard way that stretching and rolling is very important, and I don't want anybody else to go through that. So I want to prevent them from having to go through any pains or any injuries, because we need more people to do that.
I would like people to learn from Niko's story that no matter what happened, life to the person to continue working hard and accomplish whatever dream they had at the moment, and don't give up. Don't let nothing to stop that vision, and just continue focus with that. That's what he's doing now. So that's what I tell people to get it from him.
I would tell them to never let people affect you in any way. I would tell them not to listen to the words that they say and not to worry about what they say, and to stay true to themselves, because listening to them can only, set you back and just turn you into a person you really don't want to be. Because trying to fit in is not always the best way to go.
What makes me the most proud when I see him is just seeing him. He makes me proud. He is the light of the house, and he has something special in him. I know as parents, we like to be tough sometimes, or we like to, go through our daily lives of correcting them, but he's just a special kid. He makes me happy in every way, and I'm very proud of him for everything he does, because I know he does it from his heart.